What's up, guys? So, I am finally going to make that video on Mina versus Musashi. I know, you're like, you're being lazy. You're really going to use the thumbnail in the video? Come on, man. So, first, let's talk about Mina's HP, which Mina's going to be on the right, Musashi will be on the left. So Mina has around 2/3 of the amount of HP that Musashi has, which obviously is going to make a very, very huge difference, considering Musashi also has wave immunity, which means he has a greater amount of HP towards wave immune units, since, let's take Hermit in for an example. He has a low range of 250, but if he hits something and does a wave, it's gonna hit Mina and it's gonna one-shot her. Next is the attack power and DPS. He has almost 2.5 times more DPS than Mina does, which makes a huge difference. Even if we're not counting wave immune units, he's going to do a lot more damage than Mina will. Next is the range, which Mina has 435 range, while he has 400 range. 35 more range isn't enough to save Mina from waves most of the time. Sometimes it will help her from waves. It depends on what level the wave is, though. Like a level 2 or level 3, maybe she won't get hit by the wave. But either way, she's not very tanky. And that 35 extra range doesn't help her with DPS, considering she has the long range ability and she has a very big blind spot. Next is the attack frequency. Although Mina has a higher attack frequency, if you're just trying to get damage in faster, Musashi's the better pick, because he does more damage, and he does more damage, and he has no blind spot, so something can't slip into his blind spot and damage and kill him, since he doesn't have one. Not only that, it would take her 3 attacks just to get that 3,000 damage off. So even if you're trying to do damage quickly, I don't know if I've already said that or not, but even if you're just trying to do damage quickly, it's not going to matter. Next is their movement speed, their knockback, and their force swing. These aren't all too important, but they are still semi-important. Movement speed. Now, this does mean if you have Mina, Mina is going to get out there faster and is going to start doing what she needs to faster, about 2 times faster. And since Mina has the long range ability, having more knockbacks than him is actually beneficial. But him having 3 knockbacks means that it is harder to skip a knockback. But obviously some enemies will skip a knockback. Now, forward swing and backswing isn't that important, so I'm going to go ahead and say let's skip over it. Next, we have the recharge times. Mina does have a shorter recharge time, which means if you need to stack more, she's probably going to be the better pick to stack. So in a stacking strat where you need long range, she's definitely going to be your pick and not Musashi. Now, this does mean that she also gets to the front line faster, since she has less recharge time, and she also costs less, having 900 less dollars, meaning in money-tight stages, you're probably going to want to take her if you need something to have range that still is going to do semi-okay DPS and you don't really have money for the stage, she's going to be better probably than Musashi. But in the long run, Musashi is better. I would like to say that they could work together, but sadly they can't work together because they would be too pricey. Although Musashi can cover her blind spot, and in a stage where money's not a problem, they probably could work together. But because of Musashi's higher DPS, anyways, what I was saying is that he has a higher amount of DPS, and since he has the wave immune ability, in stages where you're going to have a decent amount of money, like obviously not enough to put out around 2 Ubers at once, he's going to be better. Because of his tankiness, his, obviously his wave immunity, he doesn't have a blind spot, and his DPS is so much higher. I would like to thank you guys. Okay, I just slipped up. I would like to thank you guys for 16 subs. I meant to make the video the other day, but I got backed up a day.